No good. That's it. There is no dressing it up. I'm not going to say, I had a bad night or whatever on another night.
Do you retire after this fight if you lose?
No, definitely not. But if I can't beat Wilder, I'm not the man I think I am. I think I can beat Wilder comfortable. If I can't, then I'll class it as a loss. If I win a close fight with Wilder, I'll class it as a loss. Because that ain't good enough for me. Nicking a fight off Wilder is like, come on, you think you're better than that? How are you ever going to be considered a great if you can't beat a bum who swings windmills? No technique with a big punch.
You talk about his lack of technique, and that you can see the punches coming. And in boxing, they say the ones you don't see are the ones that hurt you. He punches wide.
Yeah.
Technique isn't good. You can see him coming.
You can see him coming, and like you say, every time I've been hurt or nailed, it's been with punches I didn't see coming. But over the time experience, you learn and you look for the right movements the body makes. Wilder's got a lot of chinks in his armour. Like Max Schmeling saw the chink on Joe Louis and he dropped him with the same punch. I see Wilder doing all crazy things before he throws punches. Like I saw with Wladimir Klitschko. He would bounce back and forward and he'd have to set and let that big left hook go bang. Every time I touched him with a jab, he had to reset. And it's like, Wladimir would always bounce and throw his jab, and if you attacked him, he'd always go back and turn to the right and angle his arm out. You see all these things, and as a man who studies boxing, I see all the mistakes that Wilder makes. Very many mistakes, and I'm looking to expose them on the night.
That lead right uppercut, he kicks the left hand as well. I don't want to give away your secrets, but a good straight right cross, and you take care of that, right?
Well, we'll hope so. We'll hope so. Find out on the night. You're all right. Nice, good straight right cross right in the chin. First round, game over.
Tyson, were you impressed with what he did against Luis Ortiz, particularly coming back from the trouble he had in the 7th round?
Yeah, he had trouble. All the way through that fight, I was judging it. I got up at 5 in the morning to watch that fight, and I thought to myself, I hope Wilder don't lose this fight, because I needed Wilder as a big fight. Me and Luis Ortiz, no disrespect to the guy, he's a good fighter, but doesn't sell. Nobody's really interested in him, and that's no disrespect to Luis, because he's a good fighter, but doesn't sell. There's no excitement about Luis Ortiz, as there would be a British American dust-up. So I was hoping that Wilder was going to win. And all the way up to the 7th round I was thinking, please, you better pull a punch out, come on, do something. Because I had Luis Ortiz winning the fight, apart from the rounds he got knocked down in, which obviously he scored a 10-8 to Wilder. Like I say, in the 7th round he survived and came back. But it shows you he ain't no superhero. Anyone can be hurt. It is what it is. And if Ortiz had been a bit fresher, a bit fitter, then probably he'd have beat him. But we know Ortiz is 147 years old and he doesn't have the legs underneath him to do 12 rounds, but I'm 30, I'm in the prime of my life, I can do 24 rounds on my toes. I can honestly do 15 rounds on my toes with 5 different sparring partners. And I don't mean plodding around, I mean dancing like Muhammad Ali around that ring.
I prefer for a guy, like you just said, you could be up 10-0, but he could equalize that in one punch. So how do you keep that from happening?
Yeah, you just got to stay mentally focused and switched on. In the fight with Wladimir was the same. One mistake, one punch landed and it could have been over any time. Wladimir had more knockouts than Wilder, 55 KOs in his career. And he didn't just have a big right hand, he had a good left hook too. You just got to keep mentally focused, and sometimes a lot of fighters, they lose focus on the job in hand, they look out the ring, they're looking round. If I can keep focused on Wilder and watch his every move, only for 36 minutes, I can go home with the WBC world title.
So you're cool with winning a decision and say finish you up on the cards and just coasting and make sure you get your hand raised without being entertaining? Are you cool with that as long as you get that win?
I'm not cool with it. It's not about just winning in this fight. I've got to excite and look good as well. I want this fight to be as good as the Lennox Lewis Vitaly Klitschko fight that was last at the Staples Center, and they went to war from round 1. That was a hell of a fight, as long as it lasted. That's what I wanted to emulate, a good fight like that.
You expect to bleed on Saturday?
Hopefully.
Tyson.
Deontay Wilder on the DS said, my people have been fighting for 400 years. In your country, the Gypsy Kings have been fighting for quite some time. Can you draw a parallel and speak upon the challenges that you may have had in your country that us Americans can relate to?
I don't think we should try and bring this fight in a battle of races or a battles of cultures and all that. This is above all. We're fighting for the most gentleman-prized heavyweight championship of the world.
That wasn't too gentlemanlike.
It wasn't gentlemanlike. I understand that, but He instigated all that. I didn't get up there to start screaming and shouting in his face. He started with all the 400 years of pain and all this. And he must think that's going to get in my mind, oh, he's had 400 years of pain. I won't fight on Saturday night because he's had 400 years of pain. My people have been persecuted thousands of years, but we're not going to go there. This isn't a battle of who's been persecuted longer. This is a battle of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, two high-profile, high-performance athletes on the top level. This isn't a battle of the people or races or cultures. This is between me and him and the WBC heavyweight championship of the world.
Tyson, if you mentioned that Wilder's shortcomings, are you concerned at all that if the fight goes the way you say it will, and maybe if it's as lopsided as I kind of imagine you think it might be, that accomplishment could be diminished in the sense that people might be saying, well, Wilder wasn't that good to begin with?
You know, they'll always say that because they said that about Klitschko.
Yeah, bookmakers are making him favourite.
Right.
They make him favourite.
Right, and I guess what I'm wondering is, like, now in this particular era, right, where there's obviously been a lot of criticism levied at the division as a whole, do you think it's particularly challenging to be able to prove how great when there's a perceived lack of great opposition?
You know, I think the heavyweight division is on fire at the moment. There's more heavyweight challengers at the moment than there's ever been since I've been watching boxing for a long, long time. I think there's so many great matchups to be made. I think we should all fight each other. There's loads of guys in America. You've got Jarrell Miller, Dominic Brazil, Michael Hunter Jr. You know, everyone takes beating. And then in the UK, you've got Joshua, you've got Chisora, you've got White, you've got Parker, you've got so many different fighters. There's a lot of Russians coming through now at the moment as well. It's on fire. It's a great division to be involved in, and I'm very, very happy to be born in this era. Very much.
Does Joshua's TV or his contract with the Zone, does that concern you at all as far as what it could mean?
Not really. Not after hearing the numbers of 16,000 in his last fight. That's nothing to be concerned about at all.
Tyson, if you...
I think it's a good battle of tall people. Wilder's 6'6", I'm a bit taller than him. Both on similar kind of range. I think it's going to be a great fight for tall men.
Tyson, if Wilder beats you, it will be the best victory of his career. If you beat him Saturday, would you view that as your greatest victory?
I don't know about greatest victory, but I'll view it as a very good thing because, especially what I've been through and where I've come back from, the state I got myself in, it's a victory in itself just to be sat here like this. Is Deontay Wilder a better man than Wladimir Klitschko was? I don't think he is, no way. He's only had 7 defences, the other guy had 25 title defences. I don't think he's more rounded or more accomplished than Wladimir, no. But I think it's a hard challenge, very hard challenge. He's more unorthodox than Klitschko, and he'll take more risks because he's more inexperienced. Klitschko knows what happens when you take big risks, as you saw against Brewster and Samuel Peters the first time, Corey Sanders, and even the journeyman who beat him early on. He knows if you take them big risks, you get risk in getting knocked out. So Wilder, he doesn't have the experience of being smashed and knocked out, so he doesn't know what it's like. So he will take those risks. And a lack of inexperience at this level will cost him on the night.
How dangerous is it to fight a fighter who's willing to take those risks?
It's dangerous, but it's Christmas for me. I hate people who don't come to fight. When someone wants to fight me, and in a good fight they want to knock me out, then you see the best fights. But when someone comes to survive and goes the distance or whatever, you're in for a terrible fight. And I hope Wilder backs up his word and he comes to knock me out and he does all the things he says he's going to do. Because then we're in for a great fight. But if he doesn't, and he backs up all night, whatever, then I don't see it being great. But I don't think he will. I think he'll come for the fight. Like he said, I think he's a man of his word. I think he'll come and bring his A game. And it's going to be a great night.
You were surprised when he brought up the race card in the press conference. So in the ring, what will you be more surprised when he bring out? It won't be the surprise that you would never expect him to come at you.
I don't know, nothing surprises me anymore in boxing. I've seen everything there is to see. No matter what Wilder does, it's nothing I haven't seen before, really. It's just a boxing match. I'm sure he's going to come and try and knock me out, and I'm going to try to do the same to him. So we've seen it all before, time and time again.
Is he underestimating your punching power?
I don't know, but when he feels it on Saturday night, he'll go down the same route as everybody else. He'll say, oh, Tyson Fury ain't a big puncher. When they feel it, they think, wow, let me stay away from that.
You should be commended for admitting your self-mistakes.
Yeah.
If you should win this fight, are you willing to give him a rematch?
Yes. I believe everybody deserves a second chance. God knows I've had plenty of second chances. All great trilogies and double fights, they all fought each other. Look at Ali and Frazier, they fought each other 3 times. Foreman, Frazier twice. There's been so many good fights. Norton, Ali. Yeah.
Guys, last question, then we're going to move. Thank you. Last question, unless there's one more.
You think that when Wilder, people say that you can't knock Wilder out, is that going to give him a false sense of security and he's going to come in and say,
Where's Tim?
I hope he believes that. I really do. Because it's going to be in Peru playing
You're gonna go?
Saturday night.
We're ready.
Tyson,
Tyson. Thank you, sir.